right, if you've ever run into a panel that looks like this, the fasteners, you may not know how to open it. It's a GE panel, and these have the bolts holding it down have a little collar around them, and you can see the two little indentations on that, what looks like a washer. If you try to take this panel off, you may have been frustrated in the past. So what you do is you don't take these bolts all the way out. You want to loosen them just a little bit and push them in a little bit and then loosen them a little more. Same thing on the other side. And what you'll see is that the panel cover becomes loose. So it's still loose, but you still may not be able to pull it. So you want to turn that collar, and those two indentations are to show you the horizontal and vertical position. And you want to get it into the vertical position, and then you'll be able to remove it. And once you get the panel cover off, you can see the jaws that are holding the panel cover on. This is one of those ideas that is filed under what were they thinking. But anyways, so here's a good look at the panel. Really, when I was an apprentice, this was called the Widowmaker panel. And the danger was when you put it back on, that these jaws here would grab onto a wire that was energized in the panel board, and that would, you know, cause a dead short and possibly an explosion or something. So putting it back on is the dangerous part. You always want to check the sides. Check them right before you put them on. Check them, make sure everything's back and away from the edges. Now what I like to do is I put the three on one side, I put them all in a vertical position. So I'll actually slide those on. I won't have to turn those three. And I put the others in the vertical position. So when I slide this panel cover on, I'll slide on one side and those will all be ready to tighten. Then I will push the panel in, and I'll have to tighten I'll have to spin the other ones from the vertical position to the horizontal position. Now this panel cover doesn't have anything holding it up, so it's kind of a one hand holding up the panel, and the other hand has to be ready to do the work. So have the tools handy. So I go ahead and turn these back to the vertical position, and it's ready to tighten. Once you get a few of the jaws clamped down, you can let go of the panel. Sometimes you will have a hard time getting one of these to turn, and you can see the bolt is kind of stuck out there. If you just push in that bolt, you should be able to go ahead and turn it back to the horizontal position and then tighten it up. So this panel actually had the original instructions with it, so I thought I'd put that in there. Thanks for watching.